Alright, hey, what's up again? I know I do a lot of these responses to your videos, but I don't know, I like what you say and I like to respond to the things I hear, so, um, uh, first of all, I understand every word in what you're saying because, but way back when, and it was back in January or December, I broke up with my girlfriend, and it's exactly what you were saying, exactly the way you were saying. It was, I didn't know what I did. I didn't really know what happened, and I just kind of lost it, obsessing like you were saying. And so we became friends, and we stayed friends for a good while. But of course, something happened between us again, and we started going back out about, it's almost been a month now, so, but I understand what you're saying, because when you break up with somebody, it's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do in life, but like you said, you can't look at it as a hurdle. You have to look at it, as an obstacle more. It's the same thing, but you just gotta take it head on and, do your best with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was depressed. I was very, very depressed for the longest time, and it hurt. But, eventually we became friends again, and we were always friends, but it was easier to be friends after we broke up, and we were really good friends, but again, something happened between us, and we just kind of let it go. We took off with it. So yeah, totally understand what you're saying. Again, I know I do a lot of these videos where I talk about your videos, but like I said, I like to respond to what I hear, and I like to have my thoughts, thrown in there a little bit. So, I also like to request a video of a topic. I'm wondering, how do you make time for each other? Because that is my biggest problem right now. It isn't a problem, really. Me and her are really waiting until school's over with in May to spend more time with each other and all that good stuff. But, making time for each other, I know that's the hardest thing to do right now because she's busy with 3 jobs. I have school and my internship, and she does too, and I'm fine with that. But that was the one thing in the beginning, and the first time we started going out, we went out for 4 months, and then we broke up, of course, like I was saying, and it was hard to see her because she was always busy, and I was kind of clingy in that kind of way, and it was hard. So yeah, I don't know what to, how do you handle that? I'm not saying I have a problem with it, because I really don't right now, because I got better in that aspect. But for people out there that are like that, what do you do? How do you handle that situation? Spending time with one another and just making time for each other. And that might be a topic you will talk about in the future. I don't know, but it's something to maybe think about talking about maybe. Again, I know you're no expert, but again, you're a big inspiration to all of us on here, and I can't thank you enough for what you've done on here. So, anyways, man, this is my 2 cents on this topic, and I will talk to you later, dude. Peace.